Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to solve questions from exercise 3.3 from chapter 3, that is pair of linear equations in two variables chapter. Now this exercise has two main questions and many sub questions. So let us start with the first main question now. Solve the pair of linear equations by the elimination method and the substitution method. So here we have to find out the values of x and y by first using the elimination method and then solving them using the substitution method. So let us start with the elimination first and let us consider these two given equations as equation 1 and equation 2. So once we have considered these two equations as equation 1 and equation 2, let us proceed with the first method, which is elimination method. Under the elimination method, we are trying to make one of the two variables to be of the same value. So here we are going to multiply the first equation by one of the coefficients of the second equation, that is either the coefficient of x or the coefficient of y. So for the first equation, I have taken the coefficient of x, that is 2, and I'm going to multiply this 2 with all the terms of the first equation. Similarly, I have taken the coefficient of x from the first equation, which is 1, and I'm going to multiply that 1 with all the terms of second equation. So when 2 multiplies with the first equation, we get 2 times x as 2x plus 2 times y is 2y is equal to 2 times 5 is 10. Similarly, 1 times the second equation gives us the second equation itself. Now in the next step, we are going to change the signs of all the terms of the second equation. So positive 2x becomes negative 2x, negative 3y becomes positive 3y, and positive 4 becomes negative 4. Now adding them together, we can see that the first variable has got eliminated. Now plus 2y and plus 3y gives us 5y is equal to 10 minus 4 gives us 6. Now taking 5 on the other side of equal to sign, we get the value of y as 6 over 5. Now once we have got the value of y, let us try to find out the value of x by using equation 1. So here we have written, consider equation 1, that is x plus y is equal to 5. Now you can take any of the two equations but choose the easier one. So equation 1 looks easier, so I have chosen the first one. Now in equation 1 we are going to substitute the value of y, that is x plus, in place of y we have put 6 over 5 equal to 5. Now taking 6 over 5 on the other side of equal to sign, we get x equal to 5 minus 6 over 5. Now here we are going to take a common denominator, that is 5 can be written as 5 over 1. Now here we are going to multiply 5 by 5 and 1 also by 5. So we get x equal to 5 times 5 is 25 minus 6 over a common denominator, that is 5. Now simplifying this, we get the value of x, that is 25 minus 6 gives us 19, and the value of x becomes 19 over 5. So here the value of x is 19 over 5 and the value of y is 6 over 5, which we have got by using the elimination method. Now let us move on to the substitution method. So under the substitution method, we have considered the first equation, that is x plus y equal to 5, and we have rearranged this equation in such a way that y will be equal to 5 and x goes on the other side and becomes minus x. So here we get the first equation as y is equal to 5 minus x, and the second equation is taken as it is, that is 2x minus 3y equal to 4. Now in the next step, we are going to substitute the equation 1 in equation 2. That is, in place of y, we are going to plug in its value. So we get 2x minus 3 times, in place of y, we write 5 minus x. So it becomes 3 times 5 minus x equal to 4. Now let us expand the bracket in the next step. That is 2x minus 3 multiplies with 5 giving us minus 15. And minus 3 multiplies with minus x giving us plus 3x is equal to 4. Now adding the like terms, that is 2x plus 3x gives us 5x, and at the same time we are going to take negative 15 on the other side of equal to sign. So it becomes plus 15 plus 4. Now simplifying it, we get 5x is equal to 15 plus 4 gives us 19. Now taking 5 on the other side of equal to sign, we get the value of x as 19 over 5. That is 5 divides 19. Now once we have got the value of x, let us try to find out the value of y. And here again I am going to make use of the first equation that we have got over here, that is y is equal to 5 minus x. So here we have written, consider equation 1, y is equal to 5 minus x. and in place of x we have written its value, that is 19 over 5. So we get 5 minus 19 over 5. Now here 5 can be written as 5 over 1, and here we are going to try to get a common denominator. So we are going to multiply 5 by 5, that is this number, and 1 also by 5. So we get 5 times 5 as 25 minus 19. Now a common denominator, which is 5. Now 25 minus 19 gives us the value as 6. So the value of y here is going to be 6 over 5. Now if you see, the value of x and the value of y, which we had got in the elimination method, is exactly same as we have got in the substitution method. That is x equal to 19 over 5 and the value of y as 6 over 5. Now let us move on to the next question. So in the second sub question, these are the two given equations. So we have considered them as equation 1 and equation 2. So let us start with the elimination method now. Now these are the two equations, and here again I have taken the coefficient of x, that is 2, from second equation, and I'm going to multiply this 2 with all the terms of the first equation. And similarly, the coefficient of x from the first equation is taken, that is 3, and I'm going to multiply this 3 with all the terms of the second equation. So we get 2 times 3x gives us 6x, 2 times plus 4y gives us plus 8y is equal to 2 times 10 is 20. Now for the second equation we get 3 times 2x as 6x, 3 times minus 2y is minus 6y, and 3 times 2 is 6. Now let us change the signs of all the terms of the second equation. So plus 6x becomes minus 6x, minus 6y becomes plus 6y, and plus 6 becomes minus 6. Now adding these two equations, we see that 6x and minus 6x will add up to give us 0. So they both get cancelled. Now 8y plus 6y gives us 14y is equal to 20 minus 6 gives us 14. So here the equation we get is 14y is equal to 14. Now taking this 14 on the other side of equal to sign, we get y is equal to 14 over 14. So 14 divides itself, that is 14 one times and 14 one times. So we get the value of y as 1. Now once we have got the value of y is equal to 1, let us try to find out the value of x. So for that I am going to consider here the equation 2. Consider equation 2, that is 2x minus 2y is equal to 2. Now in place of y we are going to plug in its value, that is 2x minus 2 times 1 is equal to 2. Now simplifying this we get 2x minus 2 times 1 gives us 2 is equal to 2. Now taking this minus 2 on the other side of equal to sign, we get 2x is equal to 2 plus 2. So 2x will be equal to 4. Now taking 2 on the other side of equal to sign, we get x equal to 4 over 2, or the value of x is 2. So here the value of x we got is 2 and the value of y is 1. Now let us proceed with the substitution method. So here we have considered the equation 1, that is 3x plus 4y equal to 10. Now rearranging this equation we get 4y is equal to 10. Now taking 3x on the other side we get 10 minus 3x. Now let us take this 4 on the other side of equal to sign. So it divides this 10 minus 3x. So y will be equal to 10 minus 3x over 4. And let us consider this as equation 1. And here the equation 2 is taken as equation 2. Now we are going to plug in the value of y which we have got over here in equation 2. So 2x minus 2 times, now in place of y we have written 10 minus 3x over 4 is equal to 2. Now in the next step, this 2 divides the 4, that is 2 1 times is 2 and 2 2 times is 4. So this equation simplifies as 2x minus 10 minus 3x over 2 is equal to 2. Now in the next step, we are going to take a common denominator, that is 2x can be written as 2x over 1. So we are going to multiply 2x by this denominator, that is 2, and 1 also by 2. So we get here 2 times 2x as 4x, minus in the bracket we have 10 minus 3x. Now we get a common denominator, that is 2, equal to 2. Now in the next step, we have taken this denominator 2 on the other side of equal to sign, so that it multiplies with 2, giving us 4x. Now at the same time we are going to expand the bracket, that is minus times 10 gives us minus 10, and minus times minus 3x gives us positive 3x is equal to 4. Now 4x plus 3x gives us 7x is equal to, now taking this minus 10 on the other side of equal to sign, we get positive 10 plus 4. So this equation simplifies as 7x equal to 10 plus 4 is 14. Now taking 7 on the other side of equal to sign, we get x equal to 14 over 7. So 7 divides 14, giving us the value of x as 2. Now in the next step, we are just going to plug in the value of x in equation 1. So we have written here, consider equation 1, that is y is equal to 10 minus 3x over 4. Now in place of x, we have substituted 2. So we get y is equal to 10 minus 3 times 2 over 4. Now simplifying this, we get 10 minus 3 times 2 is 6 over 4. Now 10 minus 6 gives us 4. So in the numerator we have 4 and in the denominator also we have 4. So here 4 divides itself, giving us the value of y as 1. So here again we have got the value of x as 2 and value of y as 1 as we had got in elimination method. So this is our answer. Now moving on to the next one. Now in the third sub question, we have to make little rearrangements over here. Now let us keep the x and y terms given on one side of the equal to sign and the constant terms on the other side. So in the first equation, we have taken 3x minus 5y on the left hand side and this negative 4 is being sent on the right hand side, giving us the first equation as 3x minus 5y is equal to positive 4. Similarly, in the second equation, we have taken 2y on the left hand side, so it becomes 9x minus 2y is equal to 7. Now x and y terms in both the equations are on the left hand side and the constants on the right hand side. So once we get it in the standard format, let us begin with the elimination method. So under the elimination method, we are going to multiply all the terms of first equation by 9, which is the coefficient of x from the second equation. And similarly, we are going to multiply 3 with the second equation. So 9 times 3x gives us 27x. 9 times minus 5y gives us minus 45y is equal to 9 times 4 is 36. Similarly, 3 times 9x gives us 27x. 3 times minus 2y gives us minus 6y. And 3 times 7 is 21. Now let us change the signs of all the terms of the second equation. So positive 27 becomes negative 27. Negative 6y becomes positive 6y. And positive 21 becomes negative 21. So 27x minus 27x, they will add up to give us 0. Minus 45y and plus 6y gives us minus 39y. And 36 minus 21 gives us 15. So here we get the equation as minus 39y is equal to 15. Or taking negative 39 on the other side of equal to sign, we get y is equal to 15 over minus 39. Now 15 and 39 go in the table of 3. That is 3 5 times is 15 and 3 13 times is 39. So we get the value of y as minus 5 over 13. Now once we get the value of y, let us use equation 1 to find out the value of x. So here we have written the equation 1, that is 3x minus 5y equal to 4. Now in place of y, we are going to substitute its value, that is 3x minus 5 times minus 5 over 13 equal to 4. So simplifying this, we get 3x, so minus 5 times minus 5 gives us plus 25 over 13 equal to 4. Now here in the next step, we are going to take a common denominator, that is we are going to multiply 3x by 13 and 1 also by 13. So we get 3x times 13 as 39x plus 25 over a common denominator, that is 13 equal to 4. Now 13 goes on the other side of equal to sign and multiplies with 4, giving us 39x plus 25 is equal to 52. Now taking 25 on the other side of equal to sign, we get 39x is equal to 52 minus 25. So 39x will be equal to 27. Now taking 39 on the other side of equal to sign, we get the value of x as 27 over 39. Now 27 and 39 again go in the table of 3. That is 3 9 times is 27 and 3 13 times is 39. So here we get the value of x as 9 over 13. Now let us proceed with the substitution method. Now under the substitution method, we have considered the equation 1, that is 3x minus 5y equal to 4. Now in the next step, we are going to take minus 5y on the other side of equal to sign. So we get 3x is equal to positive 5y plus 4. Now we did this because we can see that there is a relationship between the x terms of equation 1 and equation 2. So the coefficient of x of the equation 2 is 3 times the coefficient of x in equation 1. So here we have written multiply 3 on both the sides of the equation above. So we are going to multiply 3x by 3 and 5y plus 4 also by 3. So 3 times 3x gives us 9x equal to, now let us expand the bracket, that is 3 times 5y is 15y and 3 times plus 4 is plus 12. So let us consider this as equation 1. Now let us consider equation 2. Now equation 2 was given as 9x minus 2y equal to 7. So basically we are going to substitute the value of equation 1 we have got just now in equation 2. So substituting 1 in 2 we get, now in place of 9x we are going to write 15y plus 12 minus 2y equal to 7. Now combining the like terms, 15y minus 2y gives us 13y, and at the same time we are going to take this positive 12 on the other side of equal to sign, giving us 7 minus 12. Now simplifying this we get 13y is equal to 7 minus 12 is negative 5, and taking 13 on the other side of equal to sign, we get the value of y as negative 5 over 13. Now once we have got the value of y as negative 5 over 13, let us find out the value of x. So for that we are going to consider the equation 2. So here we have written 9x minus 2y equal to 7. Now in place of y we are going to substitute its value, that is 9x minus 2 times negative 5 over 13 equal to 7. Now simplifying it we get 9x minus 2 times minus 5 gives us plus 10 over 13 equal to 7. Now here in the next step we have again taken a common denominator. So this is 9x over 1. So 9x multiplies by 13 and 1 also gets multiplied by 13. So 9 times 13 gives us 117x plus 10 over 13 equal to 7. Now let us take 13 on the other side of equal to sign so that it multiplies with 7. So we get the equation here as 117x plus 10 equal to 13 times 7 gives us 91. Now taking plus 10 on the other side of equal to sign, we get 117x equal to 91 minus 10. Now simplifying this we get 117x equal to 81. Now taking 117 on the other side of equal to sign, we get the value of x as 81 over 117. Now 81 and 117 go in the table of 9. That is 9 times is 81 and 9 1 times is 9. So we have a remainder 2, that is 11 minus 9 gives us 2, and we are left with 27. So 9 3 times is 27. So the value of x we get here is 9 over 13 again. So here the values of x and y that we get are 9 over 13 and minus 5 over 13. Now let us move on to the next question. Now the fourth sub question has the equations in the fraction format. So let us try to get them in the standard format, that is ax plus by is equal to c. So here we have written the first equation, and by cross multiplication method we are going to multiply 3 with x giving us 3x and 2 multiplies with 2y giving us 4y, and then we get a common denominator by multiplying 2 with 3. That is we are going to get a denominator as 6 equal to negative 1. Now in the next step we are going to take 6 on the other side of equal to sign. So this fractional equation now becomes 3x plus 4y is equal to negative 6. So let us consider this as equation 1. Similarly in the second equation, here we can write x as x over 1. Again applying the cross multiplication method. Here we are going to multiply 3 with x giving us 3x minus 1 multiplies with y giving us minus y, and we can multiply the denominators together to give us 3. Now in the next step we are going to multiply 3 with 3 giving us the equation as 3x minus y equal to 9. And let us consider this as equation 2. Now once we have got both the equations in the standard format, let us begin with the elimination method. Now under the elimination method we have written our equation 1 and equation 2. Now here we do not have to multiply the equation 1 and equation 2 by the coefficients of x or y, because we can already see that the x terms are same in both the equations. So we can here directly change the signs of the second equation. So positive 3x becomes negative 3x, negative y becomes positive y, and positive 9 becomes negative 9. So 3x minus 3x gives us 0, plus 4y plus 1y gives us plus 5y, and negative 6 added with negative 9 gives us negative 15. Now taking 5 on the other side of equal to sign, we get y is equal to negative 15 over 5. Now 15 and 5 go in the table of 5, that is 5 1 times is 5 and 5 3 times is 15. So we get the value of y as negative 3. Now once we have got the value of y, let us find out the value of x. So here we are going to consider the equation 2, that is 3x minus y equal to 9. Now plugging in the value of y, that is 3x minus of minus 3 equal to 9. Now simplifying this, we get 3x minus of minus is plus 3 equal to 9. Now plus 3 goes on the other side of equal to sign and gets subtracted from 9, giving us 3x equal to 6. Now 3 goes on the other side of equal to sign and divides 6. So 6 divided by 3 gives us the value of x as 2. So here we have the value of x as 2 and the value of y as negative 3. Now let us proceed with substitution method. So under the substitution method, we have considered the equation 1, that is 3x plus 4y equal to negative 6. Now we have rearranged this equation as 3x equal to 4y goes on the other side of equal to sign, giving us minus 4y minus 6. So let us consider this as equation 1 and let us keep the equation 2 as it is. So here we are going to substitute the equation 1 in equation 2. So here in place of 3x in equation 2, we are going to plug in the value of 3x we got in equation 1. So we get minus 4y minus 6 minus y is equal to 9. Now adding the like terms, that is minus 4y and minus y, gives us minus 5y minus 6 equal to 9. Now let us take 6 on the other side of equal to sign. So minus 5y will be equal to 9 minus 6 becomes plus 6. So minus 5y will be equal to 15. Now taking negative 5 on the other side of equal to sign, it will divide 15, giving us y is equal to negative 15 over 5 or y is equal to negative 3. Now once we have got the value of y, let us find out the value of x, and for that we are going to make use of equation 1, that is 3x equal to minus 4y minus 6. Now substituting the value of y, we get 3x is equal to minus 4 times minus 3 minus 6. Now minus 4 times minus 3 gives us plus 12 minus 6. So 3x will be equal to 12 minus 6 will give us 6. Now taking 3 on the other side of equal to sign, we get x equal to 6 over 3 or the value of x as 2. So here we have got the value of x as 2 and value of y as negative 3. So this is our answer. Now let us move on to the second question. Form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solutions if they exist by the elimination method. So here we have a set of word problems where we have to form a pair of linear equations from the statements given, and we have to find out the solutions, that is the value of x and y, if they exist by the elimination method. So let us begin with the first question. If we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. It becomes 1 over 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? So I'm going to explain this question step by step as we proceed. So here we have to find out the fraction. So let us say that the fraction is x over y. So here we have written, let the fraction be x over y. And in this question we have been given two statements that will lead us to two pair of linear equations. So the first statement given is, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator. Now in this fraction, x is the numerator and y is the denominator. So here we are going to add 1 to the numerator. So here we have written x plus 1 and we are going to subtract 1 from the denominator. So we have written here y minus 1, and when we do this, the fraction reduces to 1, which means this fraction now becomes equal to 1. Now in the next step, we are going to take y minus 1 on the other side of equal to sign so that it multiplies with 1. So we get x plus 1 is equal to y minus 1. Now let us take y on the left hand side and plus 1 on the right hand side. So the equation becomes x minus y is equal to minus 1 and plus 1 becomes minus 1. So the first equation we get over here is x minus y is equal to minus 2. This is the equation we get from statement 1. Now let us focus on the second statement, which is the fraction becomes 1 over 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator, which means we are going to keep the numerator same. So here we can see we have kept the numerator same and we are going to add 1 to the denominator. So the denominator becomes y plus 1. Now when we do this, the fraction becomes 1 over 2. So we have written here equal to 1 over 2. Now in the next step, we are going to cross multiply, that is y plus 1 multiplies with 1 and 2 multiplies with x, giving us 2x is equal to y plus 1. Now let us take y on the left hand side. So we get 2x minus y is equal to 1. And let us consider this as equation 2. Now from the two statements we have got two equations. Now once we have got the two equations, we need to find out the value of x and y by using the elimination method. So under the elimination method we have written both the equations which we have got. Now we are going to multiply the equation 1 by 2 and equation 2 by 1. So the equation 2 becomes 2 times x as 2x, 2 times negative y as negative 2y, and 2 times negative 2 as negative 4. And 1 multiplies with the equation, giving us the same equation. Now let us change the sign of all the terms of second equation. So plus 2x becomes minus 2x, negative y becomes positive y, and positive 1 becomes negative 1. Now plus 2x and minus 2x will add up to give us 0. Now minus 2y and plus y gives us minus y, equal to minus 4 gets added with minus 1, giving us minus 5. Now we can cancel the negatives from both the sides of equal to sign. So we get y is equal to 5. Now once we have got the value of y, we are going to find out the value of x by using equation 1. So here we have written consider equation 1. Now plugging in the value of y, we get x minus 5 is equal to negative 2. Now taking negative 5 on the right hand side, we get x equal to negative 2, positive 5. Now these two will add up together to give us the value of x, which is 3. So now we have the value of x as 3 and value of y as 5. So we get the fraction here as x over y, which is 3 over 5. So this is going to be our answer. Now let us move on to the next question. 5 years ago, Nuri was thrice as old as Sonu. 10 years later, Nuri will be twice as old as Sonu. How old are Nuri and Sonu? So here basically we have to find out the ages of Nuri and Sonu. So let us consider the age of Nuri as x years and the age of Sonu as y years. Now in this question we have been given two statements, out of which we have to get two equations. The first statement is 5 years ago Nuri was thrice as old as Sonu. Now remember that the term ago means you are talking about the past. So you have to subtract 5 years from Nuri's age and Sonu's age. So here we have written x minus 5, which is Nuri's age, and y minus 5, which is Sonu's age. Now let us find out how we have got this equation. 5 years ago, that is in the past, Nuri was. So Nuri's age now becomes x minus 5. Now was in English becomes equal to in mathematics thrice as old as Sonu. Thrice means 3 times. So here we have written 3 multiplied with Sonu's age, which was y minus 5, that is 5 years ago. So this is how we have got the equation. Now in the next step we are going to expand the bracket, that is x minus 5 will be equal to 3 times y gives us 3y and 3 times negative 5 gives us negative 15. Now we are going to take 3y on the left hand side and negative 5 on the right hand side. So we get x minus 3y is equal to negative 15 and negative 5 becomes positive 5. So the equation now becomes x minus 3y is equal to negative 15 plus 5 gives us negative 10. So this becomes our equation 1. Now let us focus on statement 2. So the statement 2 was 10 years later, Nuri will be twice as old as Sonu. Now whenever they give the terms later or hence, they are talking about the future. So in the future the age will increase. So here the 10 years will get added to the age of Nuri and Sonu. So here we have written x plus 10, that is Nuri's age will increase by 10 and Sonu's age also will increase by 10. So x plus 10 and y plus 10. Now according to the statement, 10 years later, Nuri's age, that is x plus 10, will be in English becomes equal to sign in mathematics twice as old as Sonu's age. Twice the age means 2 times the age. So here x plus 10 will be equal to 2 times Sonu's age, which is now y plus 10. Now in the next step we have expanded the bracket, that is x plus 10 is equal to 2 times y is 2y and 2 times plus 10 is plus 20. Now we have taken 2y on the left hand side and positive 10 on the right hand side. So we get x minus 2y is equal to 20 minus 10. Now simplifying this, we get the second equation as x minus 2y is equal to 10. Now once we have got equation 1 and equation 2, let us begin with the elimination method. So here under the elimination method we have written both the equations which we have got. Now we can see that the x terms are same. So we can directly start changing the signs of the second equation. So positive x becomes negative x, negative 2y becomes positive 2y, and positive 10 becomes negative 10. Now plus x and minus x will add up to give us 0. Minus 3y and plus 2y will add up to give us negative y, equal to minus 10 added with minus 10 gives us minus 20. Now we can cancel the negative signs from both the sides of the equal to sign. So we get y is equal to 20 years, that is Sonu's age as 20 years. Now let us use equation 1 to find out the value of x. So consider equation 1, that is x minus 3y equal to minus 10. Now plugging in the value of y as 20 here, we get x minus 3 times 20 is equal to minus 10. Now x minus 3 times 20 gives us 60 is equal to negative 10. Now taking negative 60 on the right hand side, we get x equal to 60 minus 10, giving us the value of x as 50. So here we got the value of Nuri's age, that is present age, as 50 years and Sonu's age as 20 years. So this is our answer. Now let us move on to the next question. The sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. Also, 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Find the number. So let us try to understand the question first. Here they have said that sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. So for example, if we consider the number to be as 27, so if we add each digit, that is 2 plus 7, we are going to get a number 9. Now you can have many combinations like this. For example, 36 also gives you 9 when you add these two numbers. So we have to find out what is the number. So here let us write, let the digit in tens place be x and let the digit in units place be y. Now here if we consider this example 27 and 36, we can easily say that 7 and 6 will take the units place and the digits 2 and 3 takes the tens place. So here in general we have said that let the digit which is in the units place be considered as y and the digit which is in the tens place be considered as x. So now the number becomes 10x plus y. Since the number x is in the tens place, we are going to multiply it by 10 and then add it with the units place. So for example, 27 can be got by taking x as 2. So we get 10 times 2 and the y place is going to be 7. So here we are going to get 10 times 2 as 20 plus 7 giving us the number as 27. That is why we have written the number as 10x plus y. Now let us focus on the statement 1. Here it's been given that sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. So in the statement 1 we are just going to add these two digits, that is x plus y, so that it will be equal to 9. And let us consider this as equation 1. Now let us focus on the statement 2. So the second statement is 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Now the number here is 10x plus y. So 9 times this number means we are going to multiply 9 with 10x plus y is becomes in mathematics equal to sign twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. So for example, if we had considered 27 as our number, we are going to reverse the order, that is 7 will take place of the tens place now and 2 will be placed in the units place. So when we do this, we are going to write the number as 10 times y plus x. So y comes over here and x goes over here. So the equation becomes 9 times this number is equal to 2 times the reversed number. Now in the next step, we have expanded the brackets, that is 9 times 10x is 90x plus 9 times y is 9y is equal to 2 times 10y is 20y plus 2 times x is 2x. Now taking these two terms on the left hand side, we get 90x minus 2x plus 9y and minus 20y equal to 0. Now simplifying this, we get 90 minus 2 as 88x and 9 minus 20 gives us minus 11y equal to 0. Now let us divide each term of this equation by 11 because we can see it goes in the table of 11. So here dividing everything by 11, we get 11 1 times and 11 8 times. So the first term becomes 8x minus 11 divides 11, that is 11 one times and 11 one times, giving us minus y equal to 0. So this becomes our equation 2. Now once we have got equation 1 and equation 2, let us begin with the elimination method. So here we have taken equation 1 and equation 2, that is x plus y equal to 9 and 8x minus y equal to 0. Now here, when adding these two equations, we can see that plus y and minus y will get cancelled. So 1x plus 8x gives us 9x equal to 9 plus 0 is 9. Now 9 goes on the other side of equal to sign and divides 9, giving us x equal to 9 over 9 or x equal to 1. Now once we have got the value of x, let us find out the value of y. So for that we have considered equation 1, that is x plus y is equal to 9. Now substituting the value of x as 1, we get 1 plus y equal to 9. Now taking 1 on the other side of equal to sign, we get y is equal to 9 minus 1 or the value of y as 8. So here our number was of the form 10x plus y, that was x was in the tens place and y in the units place. So in place of x we are going to replace its value, that is 1. So 10 times 1 gives us 10 plus y value is 8. So 10 plus 8 gives us 18. So this is the number we were looking for, whose sum of the digits also gives us 9, that is 1 plus 8 is 9. So here we have written the number is 18. So this is our answer. Now let us move on to the next question. Meena went to a bank to withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give her 50 rupees and 100 rupees notes only. Meena got 25 notes in all. Find how many notes of 50 rupees and 100 rupees she received. So let us try to understand this question. Meena went to a bank to withdraw 2000 rupees. Now she has asked the cashier to give her only 50 rupees notes and only 100 rupees notes. So in total she gets 25 notes, which will all add up together to give her 2000 rupees. Now we do not know how many 50 rupees notes she has received and how many 100 rupees notes she has received. So let us begin by writing, let the number of 50 rupees notes she received be equal to x and let the number of 100 rupees notes she received be equal to y. Now the first statement is she received a total amount of 2000 rupees. So here the total cost withdrawn is x number of 50 rupees notes plus y number of 100 rupees notes, and the amount together she is going to receive is 2000 rupees. Now here we can divide each term of this equation by 50. So 50 over 50, 100 over 50 and 2000 over 50. So 50 will divide itself giving us 1x. 50 divides 100, that is 51 times is 50 and 52 times is 100. So we get plus 2y. And 50 divides 2000, that is 51 times is 50 and 40 times is 2000. So we get our first equation as x plus 2y equal to 40. Now for the second equation, we are going to look at the second statement. That is Meena got 25 notes in all, which means 50 rupees notes plus 100 rupees notes in all, that is in total, will be equal to 25. So here we have written total number of notes received are 25, which is x plus y equal to 25. Now since we have got both the equations, let us start with the elimination method. So here we have written both the equations under elimination method. Now let us change the signs of all the terms of second equation. So plus x becomes minus x, plus y becomes minus y, and plus 25 becomes minus 25. So plus x and minus x will add up to give us 0. Now 2y minus y gives us plus 1y. Now 40 minus 25 gives us 15. So we have got the value of y here as 15. Now to find out the value of x, we are going to make use of equation 2 because this is easier than equation 1. So x plus y is equal to 25 and the value of y is 15. So x plus 15 equal to 25. Taking 15 on the other side, we get x equal to 25 minus 15, or the value of x as 10. So here we get the number of 50 rupees notes, that was x, equal to 10, and the number of 100 rupees notes that she received is equal to y is equal to 15. So this is going to be our answer. Now let us move on to the next question. A lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each day thereafter. Saritha paid 27 rupees for a book kept for 7 days, while Susy paid 21 rupees for the book she kept for 5 days. Find the fixed charge and the charge for each extra day. So let us try to understand the question first. So suppose there is a library and you are going to borrow a book from the library. So the librarian will say that for the first 3 days there is going to be a fixed charge. Maybe it is going to be 20 rupees, 30 rupees or so on. And after that, if you are going to keep that book for additional days, like for example 4 days or 5 days, then there is going to be additional charge which you have to pay. So here we need to find out what is the fixed charge amount and what is the additional charge which you have to pay if you are going to keep the book for more than 3 days. So let us write here, let fixed charge for the first 3 days be equal to rupees X, and let the additional charge for each day thereafter be equal to rupees Y. Now we have the statement 1 where Saritha has kept the book for 7 days and she paid 27 rupees. So the equation becomes X plus 4Y equal to 27, where X is for the first 3 days she has to pay, and additionally she has kept it for 4 more days. So for 4 more days she has to pay a charge of Y rupees, giving us the equation as X plus 4Y equal to total amount paid is 27 rupees. And let us consider this as equation 1. Similarly, in the second statement, Susy paid 21 rupees for a book that she kept for 5 days. That means 3 days she is going to keep it, and additional she is going to keep it for 2 more days. So she has to pay 2 days and its additional charges. So the equation becomes X plus 2Y equal to the total amount she paid as 21 rupees. So let us consider this as equation 2. Now once we have got both the equations, let us begin with the elimination method. So under the elimination method we have written both the equations. Now let us change the signs of the second equation. So plus X becomes minus X, plus 2Y becomes minus 2Y, and plus 21 becomes minus 21. Now plus X and minus X, they both add up together to give us 0. Now 4Y minus 2Y gives us 2Y, and 27 minus 21 gives us 6. So the equation is 2Y equal to 6, or taking 2 on the other side of equal to sign, we get Y is equal to 6 over 2, or the value of Y as 3. Now once we have got the value of Y, let us consider equation 2 to get the value of X. So consider equation 2, that is X plus 2Y equal to 21. Now plugging in the value of Y, that is X plus 2 times 3 equal to 21. So simplifying this, we get X plus 6 equal to 21. Now taking plus 6 on the other side of equal to sign, we get X equal to 21 minus 6, or the value of X as 15. So here we have written the fixed charge for the first 3 days, that is rupees X, was rupees 15, and the additional charge for each day after that was rupees Y, and that is rupees 3. So this is going to be our answer. I hope you have understood all the steps and liked the video. And if you found this video useful, then check out this playlist where you'll find more examples of this kind. And if you're liking my videos, like, share and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching.